Hey everyone, good evening, all of you. Hi Suhashini. Yes, today is the first official class. Exactly. Hi Nitya. Hi Khushi. Hi Nitya. Okay. Hi Sahiti. कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? Hi तरुणी. Hi नक्षत्र. सुम्बुल. भूमिका. अरे वाह, बहुत बढ़िया. Good to see you all again. अच्छा सा लग रहा है काफी. Nice feeling. Finally, your other chapter is here. हाँ, exactly. I'm good, Suhasini. Okay, if I'm missing any name, don't feel bad, है ना? हो जाता है. बहुत स्पीड में चैट ऊपर जा रहा है. हाय पायल, हाय दर्शना, हाय उत्कर्ष. कैसे हो? कितने दिनों बाद एग्जैक्टली. हाय अशोक, हाय फलक. गुड इवनिंग. हम यहाँ हम फिलहाल यहाँ हैं. करेक्ट करेक्ट, आई अंडरस्टैंड. हेलो अयान, हाय अंश, हाय लेरॉय. चलिए, बहुत अच्छे. सो एक्साइटेड. या, सेम हियर. Very excited for your class 12th, है ना? And the journey again begins towards NEET examination. और नीट के आगे क्या है? नीट के आगे जीत है. ओके. हाय अयान. हाँ हाँ, आशीर्वाद बिल्कुल है बेटा, टेंशन मत लो. ओके, यस, वी आर इन 12th एग्जैक्टली. आर यू फीलिंग बेटर? यस यस अदिति, आई एम गुड नाउ. आई एम टोटली गुड, नो प्रॉब्लम. हेलो आरती, हैप्पी इवनिंग. चलिए, good to see you all, everyone. It's Cengage Physics good for NEET? The Cengage series that comes, 7 book wala series, that is not good for NEET, है ना? That is not even needed for NEET. I'll be telling you what to do, how to do, and everything. Don't worry. First, अभी greeting वाला phase चल रहा है ना? We are greeting everyone. One more year to go, exactly. Hey Pradiksha, good evening. लेट्स रॉकेट शुरू करें लेके प्रभु का नाम. क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी नाइस. चलो, विथ ऑल पॉजिटिविटी लेट्स स्टार्ट, है ना? तो आई एम गोइंग टू स्विच ऑफ द चैट फॉर सम टाइम नाउ so that we can focus in class. Okay. Yes sir, and ignoring too. Okay, Feliz, sorry, it happens, don't worry. You are there, I can see that after a long time. Good. Hi Sonakshi. शक्तिमान, भाई साहब ये शक्तिमान कौन है? चलो फाइन. ओके. Test and all, I don't have any idea about it, Ashok, for now. Okay, you will get the information in your group itself. So keep following your group updates. It will be updated there. So, Bacho, apart from me, there are 4 excellent teachers in this class who will be taking your doubts. So, Samir sir, Vikrant sir, Suman Saurabh, and Bilal Jamshed sir are already there in this class. So, 4 personal teachers. If you have more doubts, no worry, we got your back. है ना? So, first of all, everyone, welcome back to this class. And we had an amazing year last year. We completed all the things in physics in class 11th. Some of the topics you literally liked it, you really liked it, you enjoyed it. Some of the topics in class 11th were tough also, you know? And we have gone through it. We have passed the year, and now we are entering towards class 12th. The good news is the level of class 12th physics is relatively less than the class 11th physics. Reason number one, in class 11th physics, obviously you go and study the physics subject after class 10th, है ना? So 10th में you have not seen those analytical topics, too much of numerical. It was very basic science in class 10th because all the students have to study class 10th science. Even those who are going to take arts, even those who are going to take commerce in class 11th, they have to go through the same science. But when you come to class 11th, it is specifically for you people, those who have selected bio or maths to go ahead, है ना? So that's why we have seen some obstacles as well, but yeah, we tried to feel each and every topic, and we gave our best, and I hope you are giving your best till now. You are solving the problems and all. Now, what to do when we are entering this new academic year, and when we are going towards class 12th? What should be our plan? How shall we proceed? And if you have done some mistakes in the last year, like I get so many calls from you people, and you tell me that, sir, initially we missed our classes, we missed vectors, we missed basic mathematics, we missed laws of motion, work per energy, and we are struggling through it, right? So the best thing, the best advice a teacher can give you during NEET or JEE means preparation or JEE advanced preparation is don't miss any class. Missing any class is a sin. And you know what? Nowadays, we are getting the absent students list as well. Right now, the absent student list that I am seeing, it is with respect to the previous classes that you have attended. But yeah, Once the batches get separated, I will get the absent list. Okay, so I will get to know that how many of you are attending the classes on a regular basis and how many of you are missing the classes, which is a very good thing, right? Because offline classes mein hota hai na, we can see people live sitting in the class. So that thing will happen now. So please be careful, don't miss any class. Because beta, if you miss the class, you are missing the topic. If you're missing the topic, and if the next topic is related, that new topic also will be gone, है ना? So please be careful about it. Attend all the classes. That is the first thing. Second thing, latecomers in the class, right? So some of you join after 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then you expect that we should understand everything. We should be able to do each and every question. But beta, if you have missed 40 minutes of the class or even 20 minutes of the class, you have actually missed the basic formula and everything. Now whole thing will be gone for that session at least, right? And maybe 2 3 more sessions if they are related. And then you start losing your confidence. And then you start thinking, okay, this chapter is very tough. This is not for me. I'm not going to solve this chapter now. And slowly when this happens with 2 or 3 chapters, you feel whole physics is very tough, है ना? So this is the interpretation your mind makes. So please everyone, join each and every class on time, first thing, and don't miss any class, second thing. And now I will be able to know everything, so wo bhi hai mere paas sab kuch, hai na? So these two things, first of all, you have to make sure, everyone. Second thing, so in class 12th, reading of NCERT is very important, even if you talk about biology, chemistry, and even about physics. Because beta, finally, you all have to give the CBSE board examination or ICSE जिसमें भी आप हैं, right? Finally तो आपको देना ही है. I'm assuming that most of you are going to give the CBSE board examination, and for that, without NCERT, you are not going to crack the examination. And what happens is, once we start now, April, May, June, ऐसे months चलते जाएंगे. At the end of your preparation, when we are done with NEET syllabus, then you will remember that, okay, CBSE bhi hai. We also have the CBSE examination, board examination. And then you will be worried a lot, because the way we teach in competitive examinations like NEET and JEE, and the way you like teach in CBSE, there is a difference, right? There is a significant difference. We are not going to focus more on derivations, definitions, and writing skills. Obviously, we have an objective paper to deal with, right? So that is why, if you don't want that pressure to come to you suddenly, you should start reading NCERT from now itself. And that too, everyone, if you want to enjoy the physics, you should read the NCERT, the portion that we are going to deal with, before the class. Like today we are going to see electric charges and fields, right? We are going to see about charges, how conduction works, induction works, friction of like friction mode of heat transfer works, everything. If you just read it from the NCERT 1 day or 2 days before, I'm telling you, it will become 80% more simpler in the class, and you will literally enjoy the class. And you will not be shocked by seeing the names, right? वो आपको shock नहीं लगेगा कि ये क्या है, right? So first advice to all of you, read NCERT before coming to the class. I'm not saying mug it up. I'm not saying read line by line. I'm just saying go through it. If you go through it, it will give you confidence. Once I deal the topic in the class, you will enjoy it a lot. ठीक है? पहला prerequisite है NCERT पढ़ के आना है. Even those students who were attending my revision classes, I told them that from now onwards, whatever break you are getting, summer break or कोई भी corona break, है ना, जो भी आपको मिला है, just read NCERT for class 12th. It is going to make your job easier. So this is the first thing that you have to do before attending the class. I'm again saying you don't have to spend a lot of time on that. Maximum half an hour to 45 minutes. Maximum. Itna time spend karna hai, and you just have to read the topics that I am going to deal with in the next class, because in each class you will get the topic name now, right? Chaliye, first thing. Now what to do after the class and during the class, during watching the session. Nowadays the chat will be off for most of the time. We are trying this experiment, and we have the personal teachers. Any of the doubt will not be left. Sare doubts kill ho jayenge aapke. That is one thing. Another thing, it is very important that you participate in the quizzes, hotspots, polls, whatever we are doing here, because the mode of interaction between me and you is now only these technical things, right? Polls, the hotspot I'll do, the quizzes I'll do. So you all have to interact in that. And now I will be able to know that how many of you are not interacting in the quizzes and everything, because I have some special remarks that, okay, how many of you have given correct answers in a streak. Okay, so 4 answers, 5 answers in a streak. Also, I'll get to know that how many of you have not answered, how many of you have answered wrong in a streak. So I'll not take the names of those who have answered wrong. I don't want to demoralize you, but those who are not answering at all, I will come to know that. And yes, I can ask you anytime that why are you not answering, right? So please be very active in the class, everyone, because that is the only mode of communication we have. This was in class thing. Your focus should be at highest level, at the peak level. Eyes, ear, brain, everything should be open when I'm teaching. Okay, apart from that, when you finish the class, you all know you can download the PDF, है ना? सभी को पता है यार, PDF डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. After downloading PDF, what was the one thing that I told you in the last year, everyone? क्या करना होता था? Once you download the PDF, what is the first thing you have to do? You have to make the formula sheet on your own. समझ आ रहा है? Everyone has to make the formula notes. Formula notes are super important, because at the end of your preparation, when you will have whole chapters of class 11th, whole chapters of class 12th, you cannot revise your notes, you cannot revise your PDFs, you cannot revise any book. You can only revise the formula notes and the short notes that you have made. So please start doing from tomorrow itself, like after this class itself. Hey Anurag, तो अभी जैसे ही ये क्लास होगा, आफ्टर दिस क्लास यू हैव टू डाउनलोड द पीडीएफ व्हेनेवर इट कम्स लाइव. ओके, एंड यू हैव टू मेक द फॉर्मूला नोट्स प्लस द शॉर्ट नोट्स दैट यू कैन मेक. ठीक है, पहली चीज. सेकेंड थिंग, आफ्टर डाउनलोडिंग द पीडीएफ यू हैव टू सॉल्व ऑल द क्वेश्चन दैट हैज बीन ऑलरेडी सॉल्व्ड इन द पीडीएफ. जो क्लास में whatever question I'm solving it, that will be there in your PDF. Try to solve each and every question on your own. Nowadays, I have started one new thing. Whenever a question slide is there, I'm not writing the solution on the question slide itself, because some of you have told me कि sir, if you write on the question slide itself, when we download the PDF, वहाँ पे solution already होता है, because आपने लिख दिया था, right? Because you have written it, it is already there. So what is the point in writing the solution on the question sheet itself? I'll change the slide by one, solution slide or answer slide. There I'll write the solution so that you can solve it on your own. ये second step है. Third step, very important, choose one book. Just be committed to one book. I hope you understand the importance of commitment, है ना? बड़े हो गए आप लोग. तो just be committed to only one book. Be loyal to only one book. That book either can be DC Pandey, जो मैं हमेशा आपको कहता हूँ, or it can be SL Arora, जो भी आपको पसंद है. Whatever book you like, whatever suits you better. हाँ, पक्की कमिटमेंट वो कर लो और उस बुक से एकदम कमिटमेंट हो जाओ. ठीक है. One thing now, the doubt comes here. People say, sir, there are many questions in DC Pandey. How do we do all the questions? But if you see all the questions of DC Pandey, na, they are repeated also. If you clearly see, if you carefully see the book, there are only 50 to 60% unique questions. And just for your practice, they have given some repeated concepts. Like if you're doing electrostatics, you will see a lot of questions on the charge itself, properties of charge itself. Those you can do just orally also if you feel they are similar, right? And those who are getting less time, I recommend just solve 40% to 50% of the questions from DC Pandey. 40 to 50% आपको करना है. And if you want a very better preparation, you are getting some time, try to do each and every question from DC Pandey. But yeah, those who are repeated, very simple questions, don't spend much time in that. Just see it orally, see the solution, आगे बढ़ जाओ. ठीक है. One thing very important, whenever you come across a tough question or a question in which you were not able to give the answer in the beginning, बहुत ज्यादा सोचना पड़ा, or maybe you saw the solution, then only you got the correct answer, mark that question. You have to mark that question. This will be utilized in the second revision, third revision, and so on. Because when you are doing the second or third revision, again you cannot solve all the questions, because as your revision number of revision increases, right, the number of chapters are also increasing. So now right now you have only electrostatics, so you have to do only questions on electrostatics. After 1 month, if you are doing it, maybe capacitor also would be done, है ना? So you will have more number of questions to do because more number of chapters have been done. It will be the situation that you will not be able to solve each and every question like you did when you were doing this question for the first time, then this marked question will come to your rescue. The marked question, you actually struggle in those. So first of all, you have to do only those marked questions. Once you have done all your marked questions, it will give you a lot of confidence, and you will feel that okay, the questions I was not able to solve in the first attempt, now I have solved them. But it will happen that in the second revision also there will be some questions you will not be able to do second time market. Third revision may the priority questions will be these. I'm not saying that you don't have to do other questions, but the second marked questions are more important because you are making mistakes in this. So either it is very good concept, or maybe some calculation is involved, or you are weak into this. So if you are doing the second mark question in the third revision, it will be very good for you. You will feel confidence which is at the next level. But हाँ, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है, this does not mean that you have to do only the marked question. You have to do throughout cross section approximately 40 to 50%, but these are the questions you have to do, you must do. Okay, तो ये रिवीजन का प्लान होगा. Previous year questions, I generally recommend doing previous year questions towards the end of your preparation, so that you will come to know that okay, whatever I know, whatever knowledge I have, am I able to solve these questions or not, which NEET is asking actually. And another thing, everyone, if you see the previous year question, what do you feel is the level of previous year question? एक बार बताना मुझे. If you compare it to last 2-3 years NEET, are they easier or tough? Easy है या tough है? आपको क्या लगता है? Previous year, बेटा easy है वो. If you see the very previous year, मतलब आज से 15 साल है ना, 15 years, 20 years back questions, they are very easy, and recent questions are moderate. You will get better questions in your these books, DC Pandey or these things. So you'll get very good practice through these books. Later on you can solve the previous year questions, you can gain your confidence, है ना. Moderate to easy में ही रहता है वो. Very simple, मतलब tough questions very rarely you will find in the previous year NEET examination. ठीक है sir, one question, number of questions required for each chapter, please tell. बेटा देखो आस्था, that depends on the chapter, right? Obviously, like electrostatics is a very huge chapter, so that's why I never said number of question, I said percentage. Correct आस्था? अब जैसे electromagnetic wave है, in a book you may find only 30 to 40 questions in electromagnetic waves, तो उसका 50% कर लो. और if you feel like छोटा सा chapter है, पूरा कर लो. But in electrostatics you can find around 200 questions. So doing 200 questions will not be very much possible if you are having your school bio, chemistry, physics, everything, right? तो आस्था वो डिपेंड करेगा कि क्वेश्चन का वेटेज कितना है. ठीक है, सो परसेंटेज में चलेंगे तो अपने आप हो जाएगा. ठीक है, टेल इट फॉर ईच चैप्टर व्हेन इट गेट्स ओवर इट विल बी ग्रेट. हाँ, ये अच्छा आइडिया है, दिस वी कैन डू, यस फॉर श्योर. सर इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स में कौन कौन से चैप्टर्स आएंगे? इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स में ओनली इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स कम. आई विल बी टेलिंग यू that breakup also I'll tell you about the chapters and all. ठीक है, don't worry about it. सर एग्जाम आइडिया है मेरे पास बट नॉट स्टार्टेड रीडिंग येट, एंड प्रदीप्स ओल्ड बुक्स हैं, दोनों में से कौन सी करूं ये बता दो. आई एम कंफ्यूज्ड बिटवीन बोथ. इट्स ऑल अप टू यू. The factors to consider it: the number of errors must be less, the questions should be at the level of NEET examination or at par from it. So that's why I generally recommend DC Pandey. अब बाकी अगर आपके पास दो बुक हैं, आप खुद अपने ट्रायल एंड एरर से यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट विच बुक इज सूटिंग बेटर टू यू. ठीक है, चलिए. सो नाउ दिस इज द प्लान. ओके बच्चों, इज द प्लान क्लियर? इसमें वेन एवर रिक्वायर्ड आई विल बी गिविंग यू हेल्प. हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस यू हैव टू डू, किस तरीके से पढ़ना है, आफ्टर द चैप्टर आई विल बी टेलिंग यू, है ना. ये सब क्लियर है क्या? प्लान क्लियर है क्या? चलिए, बहुत बढ़िया. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट बच्चों, यू विल बी गेटिंग द तत्वा मटेरियल ऑल्सो, राइट? तो उसके क्वेश्चंस भी आप कर सकते हैं. सो दोज हु वांट टू डू तत्वा मटेरियल्स, यू कैन नॉट फोकस ऑन द बुक, ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं. आप तत्वा मटेरियल कर लो, दैट इज ऑल्सो एनफ, है ना. लेट्स मूव अहेड नाउ. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द 12th grade physics. So the 12th grade physics can be actually, if you see majorly, it can be classified into 3-4 parts. मैं आपको समझाता हूं. सबसे पहले इन 12th grade physics you are going to see electromagnetism. ठीक है, electromagnetism you are going to see, and then you are going to see the optics in general, है ना, optics, and lastly you are going to see the modern physics. मतलब if you see the broad classification of 12th grade physics, broadly they can be classified into these three parts: electromagnetism, optics, and modern physics. If I talk about the electromagnetism, first of all, the first chapter is electrostatics, है ना, ये पहला चैप्टर है electrostatics. In electrostatics, we study about charges, we study about the Coulomb's force, just like gravitation, right? So it is very similar to your gravitation chapter, where most of the topics will be done with respect to or with reference to gravitation topics itself, है ना? Coulomb's law, potential, all those things. After electrostatics, the chapters will be capacitor and current electricity. So current electricity is very similar to what you have seen in class 10, है ना? Circuits होते थे, series, parallel, combination. But yeah, that was very basic. Here it will be at the some higher level. So capacitor plus current electricity. Then you will see magnetism. So magnetism also slightly you have seen in class 10th, है ना? Bar magnet. How is the magnetic field? Also, you have seen the magnetic effect of an electric current. If there is a current carrying conductor, it creates a magnetic field around it. Oersted experiment, है ना? So these are class 10th. Don't worry if you are not able to recall. I know most of you are Gajnis, but don't worry. We'll be doing everything here, right? So electrostatics, then magnetism, and then there is electromagnetic induction, EMI, plus alternating current. EMI, electromagnetic induction, this also actually you have studied in class 10th. So on this principle, your electric generator works. You move the coil, current is induced. So उस पे work करता है. Here you will see the transformer, electric generator basics and all. So these are the topics here. And also lastly, electromagnetic wave. EMW का मतलब क्या है? Electromagnetic wave. These are the topics that fall under electromagnetism. And this consists of roughly around 40% of the weightage in your physics. मतलब 30 to 40% कह लो. So it is super duper important. Just like your mechanics in class 11th, right? 37% is given to that. So like that only you can say this much weightage is given to this. Approximately you should say 30 only, है ना? 40 बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. So around 30% weightage you can say it is given to this particular topic itself. Then if you go to optics, optics में there are only two chapters, ray optics and the wave optics, है ना? तो ray optics में you deal with the class 10th वाला optics, spherical mirror, plane mirror and all those things, refraction, है ना? Snell's law. And then there is wave optics, and this wave optics, those who have studied waves very nicely in class 11th, and it was taught to you very nicely, you will not face any difficulty in this. But literally telling you, 90% of the 12th grade students face difficulty in this. Those who have attended waves, आपको बहुत आसान लगेगा, easiest topic लगेगा, बहुत easy लगेगा, ठीक है? After that, modern physics में there is dual nature of radiation and matter. There is atomic physics, which is very similar to what you have studied in chemistry. Nuclear physics, again similar to chemistry. And then semiconductors, है ना? तो ये सब topics होते हैं. So this I have given you the broad classification of topics that are there in class 12th. And we are going to start with this broad classification, which is electromagnetism. First of all, we'll see electrostatics, electric fields and all. Then we'll see capacitor, current electricity. फिर we'll see magnetism, where we'll study about magnetic field. Then electromagnetic induction, AC, and electromagnetic wave. And actually, if you see your NCERT ka breakup, then this part, only electromagnetism, is your NCERT part 1. And this two parts, this is NCERT part 2. ठीक है? तो ये ऐसे पूरा ब्रेकअप है हमारे सिलेबस का. ठीक है? तो चलो, I have told you the plan. I have told you the topics that we are going to cover. And I hope you guys are excited for this amazing journey that we are going to have. One more thing I want to address. Till August, please don't do your class 11th stuff now. Once your class 12th is starting, your total focus should be towards class 12th. Otherwise, there is a saying ना, दो नाव में पैर रखा कहीं का नहीं रहा, वो हो जाएगा सीन. ठीक है? So please just focus on class 12th for now. When you have to again do class 11th, we will be telling you. ठीक है. ऑप्टिक्स का वेटेज इज अराउंड 10% एंड मॉडर्न फिजिक्स का वेटेज इज अराउंड 18% रफली, है ना. ऐसा आप कह सकते हैं कि अराउंड 18% है. ये वेरी करता है असल में 12 टू 18%, कई बार 18% का आ जाता है, कई बार 10% का आता है ना. सो इफ यू सी रफली this is 25 to 30, you can say. This is like 8 to 10, you can say. And you can say modern physics is around 10 to 15, ऐसा बोल सकते हैं. If you add them, roughly class 12th weightage will be 50%. ठीक है. चेंज होता रहता है. There is no such rule कि इतने ही क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, but yeah, this is the rough weightage of all these three things. Modern physics and optics, they are easy part and they are very important from the examination point of view. चलिए, I have taken a lot of time of yours and now I am going to start with electrostatics. ठीक है everyone? Tell me, are we ready? बताओ एक बार चैट बॉक्स में, जोश आई है? हाँ जी, बताइए. नो प्रॉब्लम सुमेधा. ओके, कल से टाइम पे ज्वाइन करना लेकिन, है ना, बिकॉज नाउ इट इज आई हैव द लिस्ट. हाँ जी, चलो. जब से क्लास में एएमएस पढ़ नहीं पा रहा मैं आपके सबके चैट, ठीक है. आप पर्सनल टीचर्स के थ्रू पूछ लेना इफ समथिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई विल गेट दैट डाउट. ठीक है, चलो. जोश इज हाई, तो स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं. इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स. सो actually electrostatics, if you see the breakup of the word, you will see first word as electro, second word as statics. What is the meaning of these two? So actually the first word electro is a Greek word for amber or electra. अभी amber की कहानी समझ में आएगी, don't worry about it. I'll be explaining what is the story behind it. So basically in electrostatics we are going to study about charges which are at rest. ये इसका सिंपल सा डेफिनेशन है, charges which are at rest. Okay, so presently electro means charge, you can say, and the word electrostatics means study of charges when they are at rest. Then you may ask, sir, if charges are moving, then what will happen? What is wrong if charges are moving? Why are you not teaching us what happens when charges move? So answer is very simple. Actually when charges move, right, let's say a charge is there, if it is getting some velocity, then it also creates magnetic field, which is denoted by B vector. So a moving charge will also create the magnetic effects. But right now we want to separate the two things. So right now we are only focusing on the electric effect of a charge, which is there when the charge is at rest. Later we'll see the magnetic effect of the charge when the charges are moving. Okay, so rest charge can produce electric field, moving charge can also produce the magnetic field. Right now we are focusing only on electric field, which is produced by the rest charge. Okay, so for boards are previous year questions useful? हाँ, boards में तो you have to obviously do the previous year boards question ना, Sai Taruni? Obviously you have to do that, but you should try them at the end of the preparation when your boards are near, है ना. अभी करने का इतना फायदा नहीं है, और when you are having your mid terms then you can do, है ना. चलिए everyone, so start करते हैं. See, today's class will be more based on the theory and all. Okay, today you are not going to see many numericals, many calculations, but today you are going to see the concepts. Those concepts are again important, and questions can be formed from those conceptual topics. So let's start, है ना. So I have told you already, if charges move, they also create the magnetic effect. Right now we don't want to focus on the magnetic effect, and that is why we are focusing on the rest charge only, which creates the electric effect. Now what is charge, है ना. ये क्वेश्चन वैसे कुछ लोगों के माइंड में आया होगा. So what is charge? You have enough evidences of it in your life, by the way. So when lightning happens during thunderstorm, this is also due to charge transfer. Corona discharge. So corona word, right? So when coronavirus came, many physics people thought, यार ये तो पढ़ते थे हम लोग corona discharge पहले से. So don't think कि this discharge is named after coronavirus, है ना. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. Don't worry about it. So corona discharge is a type of discharge. So what happens if you have a charged body which is having a pointed head? मान लो यहाँ पे ये pointed है बिल्कुल, है ना. If it is having a pointed head, so once this charged body is charged enough, when it has got a lot of charge, and if you bring a conductor nearby, then you can get this discharge. So achanak se all the charge will leave and you will see the corona discharge. So sometimes you must have realized if someone is sitting in a plastic chair for a long time, and sometimes when you touch that person, you get a small spark, right? Something like that, but with more intensity, is corona discharge. Actually, if you go into detail and all, your IC engine, bike ka engine, car ka engine, they also work on this corona discharge. There is a spark plug in bike or car. How many of you heard of this spark plug? Suna hai? Sometimes if bike does not start, they say there is a carbon in spark plug. That's why it is not starting. है ना? हाँ, you only told us. अच्छा जी. हाँ. So spark plug actually creates the spark so that combustion can happen. And you know, right, thermodynamics, we have seen that when combustion happens due to expansion of gases, the piston is moved down, and pen is also down now. So when piston is moved down, so because of that you get the power. देखा भी है, बहुत बढ़िया अनुराग, सुनने में आया तुम बुलेट टुलेट चला रहे हो आजकल, है ना, रॉयल एनफील्ड, सो देखा ही होगा. So actually in spark plug also same thing happens. If you see the spark plug carefully, it will be having a pointed edge. So whenever you get the chance of a lifetime to see a spark plug, just see it. यहाँ पे एक pointed edge होता है. From that pointed edge, corona discharge actually happens, right? So these are some real life examples of charge. Now charge is nothing but it is just an elementary property like mass, and it is just like mass. That is an elementary property. Charge is also an elementary property, and charge is responsible for the electric force between two bodies. It is responsible for electric force between two bodies. This is the simple definition of it. But there is a history of charge, so that I'll tell you, right? Sir, will we get Tatva books this year? I hope you will get. Yes, Marie Curie. I hope you will get it, है ना? But if you have doubt in that, I'll just confirm it. तत्व बुक तो आपको मिलेगा वैसे, है ना? बिना तत्व के कैसे पढ़ेंगे आप? You will get it. History देखते हैं, ठीक है? History is very interesting. So people actually noticed that there are certain pairs of object which start attracting each other once they have been rubbed together. So we have also noticed it, but we are quite late in noticing, है ना? People already noticed in ancient times. So you have done that obviously in your school. You rub your scale or comb in your hair and then try to pick up the small pieces of paper, है ना? So that is also due to charging only. But we are doing that in the 20th century. People have done that way back, and those people actually gave the concept of charge. So they also realized, like us, that if you rub certain pairs of objects, they start attracting each other. And this attraction was not happening before the objects were rubbed together. So before rubbing the objects, this was not happening. So obviously after rubbing the object, something has happened, right? So amber, called Electra in Greek, was the first object for which people noticed the above behavior. Okay, guys, many of you are asking about Tattva provided by Vedantu. Right now, I feel yes, it will be provided. But if there is any update, I will let you know about this. Okay, Megha? If you don't get hard copies, you will definitely get the soft copies. So please wait for some time, and it will happen. Okay? ठीक है. हाँ, अब ध्यान से देख जाओ. So amber, which is known as Electra as well, was the first object for which people noticed the above behavior. That means when you are rubbing something, they started attracting each other. So that is why amber means Electra, right? So that is why this was known as electrostatics, you can say. Okay, so that's how the electro word actually came into the picture. So Nakshi, I have an animation, but please have some patience. Later I'll explain, hai na? Other objects are glass and silk, plastic and fur. All these objects will show some attraction when you rub them together. Okay. So these observations were beginning of the science of electricity. तो यहाँ से observation हुआ and actually the electricity का science started, right? Okay, more history. थोड़ा सा और पढ़ते हैं इसके बारे में, है ना? So researchers believe that rubbing objects with one another gives them an invisible property that enables them to attract each other. So obviously they thought, okay, when you are rubbing the two objects and they are attracting each other, there should be any property, है ना, which is getting developed. Invisible है वो, दिखता नहीं है. After rubbing also it looks the same only. So that property which is getting developed, they called it charge, है ना. So Benjamin Franklin gave this property a name of charge. उन्होंने नाम दे दिया इसको. Also, researchers were able to confirm that only two types of charge exist. उनको ये भी पता चल गया था कि only two types of charges are existing, and Franklin chose the name negative and positive. So now this is a moment of realization कि technically there is no meaning of negative and positive charge. This was the name that Franklin gave, है ना. He could have given the names Ayan and Tarni also, है ना. ऐसा कुछ name भी दे सकते थे. So but he chose the name negative and positive because one was attracting each other, ठीक है, for these two types. He decreed that charge that appears on glass rod rubbing it with silk is positive. So I will explain you more about what happens when you rub the glass rod with silk. But he said if you rub the glass rod with a silk cloth, the glass rod acquires the positive charge. He just named it, okay, positive, negative. Now, when electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson, you all know that, है ना? It was found that it possesses the same charge as possessed by a silk cloth. So when you take a glass rod, take a silk cloth, rub them, he realized that the charge which is appearing on the silk cloth, it is having the same property as of the electron. And then they got to know that electron was also having the negative charge, so they declared this, that electron is having a negative charge. So see how the flow of the research goes on. Matlab, today it's very simple for all of you, right? It is a fact for all of you. It is a well known fact कि electron के पास negative charge होता है. But if you see the history, then first the charges were discovered, then they were named negative and positive just like that, randomly out of the blue. And then the J.J. Thomson, when he realized that silk cloth is having the charge which is similar to electron ka charge, then he named it as electron ke paas matlab negative charge, right? So are you getting the history, everyone? This is very interesting. So that's why we are adding these things in the slides. This actually creates your interest in the subject, है ना? By the way, no one is going to ask these things directly in your examination, ठीक है, बट फिर भी पता होना चाहिए. So it makes the things more and more interesting. चलिए, let's move ahead now. Present day knowledge. What is the present day knowledge that we have about the charge? So charge is an inherent property, as I said, right? Just like mass is a property, charge is also a property by virtue of which particle is able to exhibit electric and magnetic phenomenon. Charges is of two types. This is also we know, negative and positive. Particle with similar charge repel each other. So this is also present day knowledge, right? So if you have a plus and plus charge kept nearby, if they are point charges, they are going to repel each other. Plus and minus if you have, then they are going to attract each other. Simple thing. है ना, particles with opposite. And the SI unit of charge is given by Coulomb. ठीक है? So these are the present day knowledges that we actually have right now. Name some charged particles along with charge on them. This is a student activity. बताओ. At least name some charged particles, everyone, whatever you know. कौन कौन सा आपको पता है बताना एक बार मुझे. Because this is a student activity. Electron. हाँ, electron है ना. अच्छा देखो. हाँ, you can make the notes while I'm teaching. If you make the notes, you will be at a good situation, है ना, क्योंकि आपके पास क्लास नोट्स बन जाएगा, ठीक है. बट हाँ, राइट डाउन द ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स. बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें मत लिखो. अच्छा, लॉकडाउन में बिलेट नहीं चला रहे हैं, ठीक है, ठीक है. सो बेसिकली यू टॉक अबाउट इलेक्ट्रॉन एंड प्रोटॉन. लेटर विल सी अल्फा पार्टिकल, है ना, ड्यूटेरियम, एवरीथिंग विल सी लेटर ऑन. But the basic charges are like electron and proton, right? The charge on electron is minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 and coulomb में, and charge on proton is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. If you talk about masses of these, है ना, तो mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31, and mass of proton, if you see, it is 1.67 into 10 power minus 27. So which one is lighter? Light कौन सा है? Electron is many times lighter than proton, है ना? Proton is heavier than electron. So these are the two charges. And now everyone, obviously, Have you studied about nucleus and all in class, मतलब in chemistry पढ़ा है क्या? रदरफोर्ड स्कैटरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट सुना है क्या कभी? हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ दिस? यू मस्ट हैव स्टडीड, है ना? चलो बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी नाइस। न्यूट्रॉन्स प्लस प्रोटॉन्स होते हैं न्यूक्लियस के पास, है ना? ओके, व्हाट वाज रदरफोर्ड स्कैटरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट? कैन एनीवन एक्सप्लेन? आई कैन अनम्यूट यू। बताओ, कोई है इंटरेस्टेड इन द क्लास? ओके, सो चलो, बहुत सारे लोगों ने यस बोला है। सबसे पहले मी किसने बोला है? सो चलो, तरुणी ने बोला है। तरुणी, आई विल ट्राई टू अनम्यूट यू, है ना? ओके, बट योर माइक्रोफोन इज नॉट वर्किंग इट सीम्स, तो एक बार आप अपना माइक्रोफोन ठीक कर लीजिए। एंड देन आई हैव स्नेहा, तो स्नेहा को मैंने अनम्यूट कर दिया है। तरुणी, आई विल अनम्यूट यू लेटर ऑन। स्नेहा, कैन यू हियर मी?
Yes, sir, can you hear me?
सही कैसे हैं आप?
Yes. Hello, sir.
हाँ हाँ, टेल मी।
Yeah. Sir, in Rutherford experiment, Rutherford took a radioactive substance
हम्म,
and passed it through a gold foil.
ओके,
When he passed it and he surrounded the gold foil with
हाँ,
a fluorescent material, maybe a zinc sulfide screen.
ओके,
The, the, the particles which were coming, the radioactive particles, it strike the gold foil, and he saw that some of the particles they went straight without any deviations. Some of them they had very little deviations, and very less amount of particles they just reflected back or came back with the same path.
ओके। सो व्हाट इज
So
द लाइक रीजनिंग फॉर इट?
yeah, he said that because the most of the particles they were deflected by small angles. That means there are most of the particles went straight to the foil. That means there is a lot of space in the atom.
ओके,
He said that very less particles they came back from the same path. That means there's a heavy mass of substance present at the center of the atom, which he called it to be the nucleus, and
करेक्ट,
it had the same charge as it is of the radioactive particle which is coming. That is positive. That is why it is
हाँ,
repelling it.
सिमिलर चार्ज वी शुड से, राइट?
Yeah, similar
ग्रेट,
charge.
ग्रेट, यस, ग्रेट
And
एक्सप्लेनेशन। हम्म,
and some of the particles which are deflected by small angles, maybe those particles were hitting the nucleus or the central mass at the sides, due to which they were reflected or deflected because of the similar charge, but not with that because they were hitting that at some angle,
हम्म,
so it was not deflecting it with that heavy mass.
ओके, या, ओके,
That he
ग्रेट, ग्रेट,
said
हाँ
that
हाँ,
with that because of that he said that the atom consists of atom has a lot of space in there's a lot of space present in the atom, and in the center there is a mass of protons which have positive charge, so they are repelling it.
great explanation, Sneha, बहुत अच्छे, very nice, very happy about it. So can you see the screen right now, Sneha?
Yes.
Okay, so if you are able to see, everyone must be seeing this, है ना? So
Yeah.
same thing has been given in the form of an animation here, है ना? So actually the particle we are like incidenting on the gold foil is the alpha particle.
Yeah.
So alpha particle is the helium nucleus, and it is actually having the positive charge, right? And these are some atoms of the gold foil, you can say. So this is one of the atom. You can see here the electron energy levels and all. In between this yellow small thing is the nucleus, right? Nucleus size is very small, and this is having protons and neutrons. So
Yes.
effectively the charge on the nucleus is positive, and alpha particle charge is also positive. These pink ones are the alpha particles. So the same experiment has been explained here, and we can see none of the pink molecule is actually hitting that yellow one, right? They are getting deviated. So some of are deviating by a very small angle because they are passing by a through some distance, you can say. Those who go to ekdam like very close to it, they are deviating more, right? So this is the same thing which Sneha was explaining, and that was a very good explanation. And he also said that most of the Rutherford said that most of the space is empty, and that is why most of the alpha particles are not even deviating, है ना? So this is how he gave the structure of an atom. Thank you, Astha. चलिए, so I'll mute her for now. And I hope everyone you understood what is this Rutherford experiment, है ना? Apart from that, there is one more small thing that I want to explain through the animation, which is again very important. So just give me few seconds and I will explain to all of you. Which chapters are included in electrostatics? Beta, electrostatics itself is a chapter. इसमें I'll tell you, okay? Just give me some time. I'll explain what are the chapters that are actually included here. Okay, so I'm going to share one animation with all of you. And आपको काफी मजा आएगा इसको देख के भी. So see everyone, I'm not able to see any chat right now, but I hope you guys are able to see the animation, right? So what do you see here is, if I don't show any charge, you have a sweater, you have a balloon, right? Right now the balloon is kept here and it is just kept, right? It is not moving in any direction. If I show the charges, and if you see carefully everyone, the sweater is having equal number of positive charges, equal number of negative charges, right? So wherever it is written plus, there is minus charge also. So such a thing is known as neutral, right? Because if you calculate the total charge, positive is also having the same magnitude of charge, negative is having same magnitude of charge. If you take the total charge contained by this, it is zero. So it is neutral. Same thing will happen in the balloon as well. So if you see the balloon, here also if you see carefully, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, they are equal, right? Now let me do one thing. I will take this balloon from here. I will bring it near the sweater and I start rubbing it. So all of you please see what is happening when I rub it, okay? So when I rub it, start rubbing it. देखो क्या हो रहा है? So electrons or the negative charges from the sweater, whenever I'm rubbing it, they are coming towards the balloon. See everyone? So if I rub it completely, it will take all the negative charges from the sweater and now they are on the balloon. And now if I leave the balloon, right, the sweater will attract it. देखो, initially when I leave the balloon, nothing was happening, right? Balloon was staying there itself. Now if I leave it, it is going towards the sweater. Why this is happening? Because now technically the sweater has been positively charged. It has lost the electrons, so that has become positively charged, but the balloon has become negatively charged because it has gained the electron. So that is why they are attracting each other. This is how the charging happens basically, है ना? Simple सी बात है. This is how the charging actually happens through friction. So I'll just reset it once again. See, negative, positive, all charges are there on the sweater. Negative, positive are there on the balloon as well. Start rubbing it. All the negatives balloon has taken, and then if you leave it, it will go like this. The doubts that you must be getting right now is why balloon only is getting all the negative charges. When you rub it, why not the electrons are moving from balloon to sweater? For that you need a detailed explanation. Wait for it, I'll explain, है ना? But yes, all of you were able to see the animation. Amal is saying animation नहीं दिख रहा था. What about others? सभी को दिखा? फील आया क्या? है ना? चलिए, वेरी नाइस. नाउ द क्वेश्चन हियर इज कौन पॉजिटिव और कौन नेगेटिव? ये डाउट आ रहा है किसी को? दिस डाउट शुड कम, है ना? फॉर दैट जस्ट नाउ, वाई पॉजिटिव वे आर नॉट गोइंग टू स्वेटर? हाँ, सेम डाउट है ना? अनुराग का यही वाला डाउट है. कॉपी कर दिया इसने मेरा डाउट. नाउ लेट मी एक्सप्लेन दिस टू ऑल ऑफ यू इन ग्रेट डिटेल. If we talk about the nucleus, first of all, nucleus is having neutron and proton, and the electrons are revolving around it, है ना? Electrons are actually revolving around it. Actually neutrons and protons are confined in a very small place. बहुत छोटा सा होता है nucleus. Nucleus size is very small and it is containing neutrons and protons. You should get a doubt कि sir, if nucleus is very small, two protons will try to repel each other, no? Because they have positive charges. Chalo, neutron is a neutral charge, so no problem. But protons will try to repel each other. So why not they are moving away from each other? They are not going away from each other Because there is a very strong nuclear force acting between the protons. In class 11th, when we started with laws of motion, and when I was teaching the types of forces, I told you strong nuclear forces are going to come in class 12th. There are short ranged forces. Short range matlab when the distance is very small. See, the distance between protons is very small, and a very high force or very strong force acts between the protons, which actually binds the nucleus, and this is responsible for nuclear stability as well. We are going to study about this in slightly more detail in nuclear physics, how the stability of nucleus is defined, how it varies, and all those things. Okay, but for now, the simple thing that you need to remember is two protons are binded together or nucleus is binded together. So when you rub this material with some other material, the protons never get transferred. Why? Because protons are inside the nucleus. They are bound with a very huge force. One reason. Another reason, protons are way more heavier than electrons as well. है ना? Electrons का mass is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31. Protons का mass is 1.67 into 10 power minus 27. So minus 31 is a very small value, right? Electrons are lighter, protons are heavier. Protons are having very, very, very strong force inside the nucleus. So when you rub it with another material, protons never flow. It's the outermost electron whose removal is quite easy, right? Which can be removed quite easily. And that is why when you rub, electrons are going to get transferred. But again, the question is same. Sir, okay, now we understood that protons will not get transferred, electrons will get transferred. Why electrons were getting transferred from balloon to sweater? Why not sweater to balloon? Sorry, sweater to balloon they went, right? So from sweater, the electrons left and they went to balloon. Why not the opposite happened? So one doubt, I think it is clear that, okay, protons cannot get transferred. Only electrons can get transferred. But electrons can get transferred either from sweater to balloon or balloon to sweater. So why in the given animation from sweater to balloon charges were flowing? For that, I'll ask a simple thing to all of you. Have you ever heard of work function in photoelectric effect? वर्क फंक्शन सुना है क्या फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट में? बहुत बढ़िया यार, सब कुछ सुना है तुम लोगों ने. थ्रेशोल्ड वेवलेंथ वर्क फंक्शन है ना? अरे गजब, ऑसम ऑसम. So work function is what? If you have a material, if you incident some light in this material, then the minimum energy required to take out the electron, this is known as work function. Now work function is a material property. Different materials will have different work function. Which material? The material which is having less work function, it's easier to take out the electron. Because if work function is less, right, if phi is less, that means you require less energy to take out the electron from that material. So here the simple reason is the sweater ka material जो है उसका work function is less. Balloon ka material as compared to this work function is more. So if work function of balloon is more, it's difficult to take out the electron from that. But work function of sweater is comparatively less. I'm saying comparatively. Why I'm saying comparatively? Because the combination of material can be different. Instead of sweater, I can take different also. तो कुछ और हो जाएगा. When you take sweater and balloon, out of these two, sweater has the less work function. Yeah, wool has the less work function. So that is why electrons can leave this and they can go directly to the balloon. Okay. So this is how the charge transfer happens, and this is why the electrons are getting transferred from sweater to the balloon. Tell me if you got it, everyone. Samajh aaya? So everything I'm telling with the reason itself, right? Why the protons are not getting transferred? Because protons are inside the nucleus, strong nuclear forces, they cannot get transferred. Second thing, they are quite heavy also, hai na? So that is the another reason. One thing is gone. Second thing is, okay, electron will get transferred, we understand. But why electrons are transferred from sweater to balloon only? Why not from balloon to sweater? because sweater has got less work function. So this is how we can give the reasoning of it. Okay. Now a simple thing, everyone. Out of these two things, sweater and balloon, which of the following will get positively charged? Positively charged कौन सा material हो जाएगा? So the options are sweater or balloon. Out of these two, which of the following? Okay, don't mind the spelling of the balloon. Okay, काम चला लो. Sweater and balloon. Which of the following will get positively charged? Come on, everyone. Positively charged कौन हो रहा है? So I'm going to end it now. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. The correct answer is sweater. अरे एनिमेशन में भी देखा था नमूनो है ना, अभी तो दिखाया था. So sweater will get positively charged. देखो, whichever material loses the electron, this is losing the electron, right? That will get positively charged because number of electrons are less in that. So if I show you the animation once again, you will get it, right? एक बार जल्दी से मैं आपको एनिमेशन दिखाता हूँ. देखो, so this is the initial situation. They have equal amount of positive, equal amount of negative charges. Once you rub the balloon here, it took all the negatives. So what is left in the sweater? Positive. So the material which is losing the electron gets positively charged क्योंकि उसके पास सिर्फ positive बचा हुआ है. And the material which got the electron gets negatively charged. ठीक है. So one more thing is clear to you, right? So sweater will get positively charged, balloon will get negatively charged. ठीक. Imagine if balloon का initial mass was m, what will happen to the mass of the balloon once the balloon is charged? So let me explain this. Okay, I'm not asking but explaining. देखो ध्यान से. Though the mass of electron is very less, but when the question comes that after charging, what happens to the mass of the body, you have to consider the mass of the electron as well. So everyone, because sweater is losing the electrons, that means it is losing some mass in terms of electron, right? So if it loses n number of electrons, it is losing n into 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg. इतना चला गया स्वेटर से. This much mass just went off. So the mass of sweater will decrease because it is losing some electrons, and because balloon is gaining some electrons, the mass of balloon will increase. Tell me if this is clear to all of you. So mass पे भी question आता है. So the body which is getting positively charged means the body which is rejecting electrons, उसका मास कम हो जाता है ना. सो ऐसे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. देयर आर टू बॉडीज, वन ऑफ द बॉडी इज पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड. टेल मी व्हाट हैपेंस टू द मास ऑफ द बॉडी आफ्टर गेटिंग चार्ज्ड. सो पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड means it has actually rejected the electrons, है ना, it has actually lost the electrons, mass will decrease. The body which has got negatively charged, it has received the electrons, mass will increase. So tell me everyone if this is clear to all of you. चलिए बताइए एक बार फटाफट से. द रीजन बिहाइंड चार्जिंग एंड ऑल, है ना, ये सब आपको बता दिया मैंने. Why protons are not getting transferred, only electrons are getting transferred, from which material to which material they will get transferred. There are two more examples that you need to remember, because you cannot remember the work function of all the materials unless and until it is given in the question. You cannot do anything, right? I'm framing a question for all of you. Okay, by the way, this you have to remember also. If you take a glass rod, okay, if you take a glass rod and if you take a silk cloth, ये सबसे common example है ना. If you take a silk cloth, okay, it is given to you that when you rub them together, जब आप इसको rub करेंगे तो glass rod becomes positively charged. glass के पास positive charge आ जाता है and the silk rod becomes negatively charged. Okay, so glass rod becomes positively charged, silk cloth becomes negatively charged. This is a fact that you have to remember. My question is, choose the correct option. Work function of glass rod is greater than work function of silk cloth, or work function of glass rod is less than work function of silk cloth. Which of the following is correct? चलो A और B. बहुत simple है ना. You can do that quite easily. Come on everyone. ओके, लास्ट 5 सेकेंड्स, कम ऑन गाइस, 5 सेकेंड और हैं आपके पास, फटाफट से आंसर कर दो. सो 5, 4, 3, 2 एंड 1. लेट मी सी हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव आंसर्ड करेक्ट. 81%. बाकी 20% क्यों कंफ्यूज हो गए भाई? सिंपल सी बात है, देखो. सो इफ ग्लास इज गेटिंग पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड, दैट मीन्स इट मस्ट हैव लॉस्ट द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. नो, इसने इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया होगा. एंड इफ इट इज लूजिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन, इसका जो वर्क फंक्शन है दैट इज लेस. So whichever body is having lesser work function, that will emit the electrons or lose the electrons, right? Tell me if it is clear to all of you. Great. And I just need to refresh once. थोड़ा सा पेन में लैग है, 1 सेकेंड, ठीक है? Are able to see everything in the slide. One more example is there, everyone. There is a material ebonite, ठीक है? So if you take ebonite rod, इसका आप अगर rod लेते हैं, and if you take the silk cloth again and if you rub them together, then opposite happens. Ebonite gets the negative charge, silk cloth gets the positive charge. Simply we can say the electrons are getting transferred from silk to ebonite, then only silk is getting positively charged, hai na? This is the direction of electrons flow. So now you can say the work function of silk cloth is less than work function of ebonite rod. So these are the two examples that you need to remember, because sometimes they directly ask it. Otherwise they are not going to ask many questions on this variety ki batao which one will get positively charged, which one will get negatively charged. Yeah, but if work function values are given, you can think analytically and you can do any question of that variety. ठीक है, चलिए बहुत अच्छे. So how do objects acquire charge? I have already told you. Objects acquire charge by exchange of electrons only, not by exchange of protons. प्रोटॉन का एक्सचेंज इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ठीक है, चलिए अब क्विज का टाइम आ चुका है. So today we are slightly slow because I took some time to explain you what to do, what not to do in class 12th, है ना, topics and all, everything I spoke about it. So, but yeah, from next class our pace will be good. 3 neutral balls are there, A, B and C. They are identical in all aspect, are taken, and then balls A and B are charged positively and negatively respectively. So body A or ball A is charged positively and ball B is charged negatively. Arrange the balls in decreasing order of their final masses. Simple question, a nice question. Previous year question from one of the examination. Try this, everyone. तब तक मैं देखता हूं आज लेट कौन कौन आया है. ऐश्वर्या मिश्रा 55 मिनट्स लेट, आदित्य राज शर्मा 46 मिनट लेट, अंकिता दास 37 मिनट्स लेट, थरिनी 36 मिनट्स, अमर 30 मिनट, सिद्धार्थ 27, हिबा 26, अमीन 25, अब्बास 23, सुमेधा 20, सृष्टि 20 मिनट्स, आदित्य शिविन 19 मिनट्स, शाश्वती कुलकर्णी 17 मिनट्स, प्रज्ञा लांबा 16 minutes, and Sivani 16 minutes late. So all the latecomers, please be careful. Come on time, otherwise you are going to lose some concepts, है ना. चलिए, क्विज स्टार्ट नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि मैंने किया नहीं है अभी, मैं करने वाला हूं अभी, ठीक है, डोंट वरी. एबोनाइट इज अ मटेरियल इटसेल्फ बेटा, सोनाक्षी, दिस इज अ मटेरियल इटसेल्फ, ठीक है. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, go. Come on everyone, do it. ओके, 3, 2, 1, द टाइम इज अप. चलिए देखते हैं कितने लोगों ने इसका सही आंसर दिया है. सो प्रियांशु वाज सेइंग कि क्विज स्टार्ट नहीं हो रहा. अभी स्टार्ट हो गया है एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एबोनाइट। वैसे देखो एबोनाइट कुछ भी नहीं है, नेचुरल रबर होता है, वोल्केनाइज करते हैं इसको, ठीक है। सोनाक्षी श्रीवास्तवा। सो सुहासिनी, तरिणी, अनुराग सिंह राजपूत, विकास, पार्थ, खुशबू, तेजस, अमल एंड आस्था। बहुत बढ़िया, दिस इज द फर्स्ट लीडर बोर्ड ऑफ दिस न्यू ईयर एंड नाइस जॉब एवरीवन। आई मीन फास्टेस्ट फिंगर लिस्ट था वैसे। 60% have given the correct answer. Let me explain this quite fast. So देखो, if A is getting positively charged, can you tell is it losing the electron or gaining the electron? Obviously losing the electron. Just like that sweater we have seen in the animation, right? The body which loses the electron gets positively charged. So if it is losing the electron, mass will decrease, है ना? तो A का mass should decrease. What about B now? B is charged negatively. If it is charged negatively, it is gaining the electron. By gaining the electron, you can get negatively charged. So if you are gaining the electron, your mass should increase. So mass has increased. But C के साथ कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. Nothing happened to C. So the mass of C will remain same as before. So if B का mass has been increased, it will be greater than C. And mass of A has been decreased. So it will be less than C. The correct option is mass of B is maximum, then C, and then A. Tell me if you got it. Simple question, right? It was a very simple question, by the way, everyone. आगे बढ़ जाते हैं अब, है ना? चलिए, बहुत अच्छे, very nice. Next question. 3 neutral balls A, B, C are taken, and then balls A and B are charged positively and negatively, respectively. Same question है. If charge on ball A is 1.6 microcoulombs, देखो, initially it was neutral, but now it is having 1.6 microcoulomb charge. Then how many electrons were transferred from it? So A became positively charged, है ना? So some electrons have been transferred from it, not to it, from it. So how many electrons have been transferred? Come on everyone, simple question. I'll not give you much time also for this. बहुत आसान है, आप कर सकते हैं. So today's class is basic, but yeah, there are some concepts. If you go wrong in that, you can lose your 4 or 5 marks, है ना? Depending on the negative marking also. 10 power 13 is the first option, 10 power 12, 10 power 14, 10 power 11. And at a count of 5, I will start the quiz because calculation is also very simple. कुछ भी नहीं है उसमें. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, go. Come on everyone. Rock this question. कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. It is very simple everyone. Just have the confidence high. If you start with a positive attitude, you are going to kill in this year, right? अच्छा करेंगे आप, don't worry. 15 seconds. 10 power 13, 10 power 12, 10 power 14, 10 power 11 are the options. And only 5 seconds left. चलिए जी देखते हैं how many of you can give the correct answer for this. The time is up. And this is the fastest finger list. Umar Pasha, Sumbul Ansari, Tarini, Parth, Devananda, and Mayank have given the correct answer. Very nice everyone. बहुत अच्छे. Simple सा question था. Wow. 44.26 with A, 36 with B. भाई साहब इतना close. Simple है यार देखो. Charge, total charge is equal to n into charge on one electron. Simple, right? One electron का charge is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. If you multiply it with the number of charges, you will get the total charge. And total charge is 1.6 microcoulomb. So 1.6 into 10 power minus 6. Micro का मतलब क्या होता है? 10 power minus 6. Now what you have to do? 1.6 cancelled out. N का value होगा 10 power minus 6 upon 10 power minus 19. If you solve it, 10 power minus 6 plus 19, right? When the 19 comes on the top. तो आंसर कितना आएगा? 10 power 13. Simple. What was the mistake that you committed, everyone? बहुत simple question था. Tell me if you have got everyone. बताइए फटाफट. Pen will get negatively charged and hairs will get positively charged. Why is it short-lived? Okay, so when you do that and when you touch it to other bodies, right, then again charge transfer happens, है ना? फिर से charge transfer happen हो जाता है. and when it interact with other bodies, utkarsh, है ना, then again it happens. Sir, you again wrote the answer in the same slide. Oh my god, I'm sorry. So I'm doing it again, sorry. अभी मैं ध्यान रखूंगा इसका, ठीक है. चलो लीडर बोर्ड एक बार दिखा देते हैं. सो उत्कर्ष, व्हेन इट कम्स इन कांटेक्ट विद अदर बॉडीज, तो फिर से उसका चार्ज चला जाता है. ओके, सो तरिणी वाज ऑन द टॉप नाउ. वेरी गुड. सुंबुल, सुहासिनी, पार्थ, खुशबू, आस्था, मोनामी, मयंक, सुखमन, फलक, उमर, शिवानी, शोभित, गायत्री एंड साक्षी आर देयर ऑन द लीडर बोर्ड. बहुत अच्छे एवरीवन, वेरी नाइस. I'll take care of that, okay, Anurag? I'll not write next time in the question slide itself. 3 neutral balls. Come on, everyone. You are getting a lot of quizzes now, है ना? Same question है. A and B are charged positively and negatively. We wish to give the ball C a charge of this much. Okay. तो इसमें थोड़ा सा आपको एक चीज और मुझे पढ़ानी थी. This question was not supposed to be here. एक चीज मैं आपको पढ़ाता हूं पहले, ठीक है? There are some properties of charges. In the properties of charge, there is a property that charges are always quantized, है ना? इसका मतलब क्या होता है, ध्यान से देखना. If you have a body, you can take 1 electron out of it, you can take 2 electrons, you can take 3 electrons, you can take 4 electrons, but you cannot take 0.5 electrons. Electron is the elementary particle, है ना? So you cannot break it into 2 parts and you will say, okay, I'll just take 0.5 electrons. So always the charges are also quantized. So they will be the integral multiple of E. Why is that? Because n can take the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, into E, which is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. ठीक है? So charge is quantized. The meaning of this is the total charge is always integral multiple of E. ठीक है? Actually, the properties of charge was the next topic, so this question was not supposed to be here, but yeah, ठीक है. तो भी मैंने पढ़ा दिया आपको properties of charge. Now answer it. Just yes or no. 2 options are there. Okay, so 3 neutral balls are given, A, B, and C. And he is asking, they are taken, A is charged positively, B negatively. We wish to give ball C a charge of 0.8 into 10 power minus 19. Is it even possible? Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, go. Come on, guys. देखते हैं how many of you can give the correct answer for this. Okay, so wow, Oslin, Sakshi, Sobhit, Vikas, Bhavnoor, Ayan, Sanjana, Ashok, and Falak have given the correct answer. Correct answer is B, that is no. अरे अभी तो पढ़ाया था. Just now I taught you, right? Charges are quantized. See, if the total charge on C is 0.8 into 10 power minus 19 is equal to number of charges into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. To get this much of charge, how many electrons you need? बताओ जरा एक बार मुझे. To get 0.8 into 10 power minus 19, how many electrons you need? 1, 2, 0.5. अरे 0.5 ना अनुराग, 0.5 you need. देखो, if you multiply, see, 1 electron has 1.6 into something. So how 2 electrons will have 0.8? 0.5 electrons. And is it possible to get 0.5 electrons? No. Electrons number are always quantized. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. ठीक है? चलिए बहुत अच्छे. I hope you are understanding things, है ना? They will respond, Bhumika. है ना? Maybe they are reading your doubt or doing something. है ना? Don't worry about it. There are 4 personal teachers and for sure they will respond. Wait for it. Hanji, you got 2 stars. Acha, how are you getting the stars now? What is the process of it? I have no idea. I mean, I have some idea about it. So, do you get star regarding like your leaderboard or something? तुम्हें भी 2 स्टार स्टार्स मिल रहे हैं। सो आर यू हैप्पी अबाउट इट? तुम लोग देखो स्टार बन गए घर बैठे-बैठे, है ना? लॉकडाउन में स्टार बन गए आप। किसी को तो 5 स्टार्स भी मिला है, बहुत बढ़िया। I am also getting many stars in the leaderboard now. The stars are just flying for me. They are just floating. ओके खैर, सो ये लीडर बोर्ड है, काफी टफ कंपटीशन है एंड राइट नाउ 220 220 220 के साथ सब लोग हैं। चलो खैर, नहीं करते ना सर, मैं भी वही बोल रहा था। नो रिस्पॉन्स, नो यान, यू शुड गेट द रिस्पॉन्स। ओके, आपको मिलेगा रिस्पॉन्स, डोंट वरी, वेट करो, टाइम लग सकता है बट यू विल गेट इट। सेकेंड क्विज का आंसर चाहिए आपको। ओके, आई थिंक दिस वाज द सेकेंड क्विज एंड द करेक्ट आंसर इज सी। ओके, चलो एवरीवन आगे बढ़ते हैं, है ना? सो बिफोर डूइंग दिस क्वेश्चन, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन दिस क्वेश्चन टू ऑल ऑफ यू। This is an example, and because this is an example, I am going to do it. Next question you will do. ठीक है, देखो, estimate the total negative charge present in 18 grams of water. Water means H2O, and such questions are quite important from your competitive examination point of view. So let me explain how to do it. So water molecule is containing of 2 hydrogen molecules and 1 oxygen molecule, है ना? You already know you want negative charge, and negative charge will be contained by the electron. So first of all, you should know that how many electrons are there in 1 molecule of oxygen or 1 molecule of water. There is oxygen and H2. So oxygen will contribute to how many electrons? 8 electrons, right? Just the atomic number 8. So number of protons, number of electrons equal कर लेंगे आप, तो आप जाएगा 8. Similarly, how many electrons are there in H2 now? Each hydrogen molecule will have 1. So 2 are there, H2. So there are 2 electrons. I hope there is no doubt in this, right? इतना chemistry तो सभी को आता है. So each molecule of water, है ना? One molecule of water will have how many electrons? 10 electrons will be there. So what will be the charge of one molecule of water? The charge of one molecule of water will be 10 times E. Because one electron का charge कितना है? 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 multiplied by 10, you will get one molecule of water का total charge, because 10 electrons are there. But is he asking the charge of one molecule? No. He is asking 18 grams of water. First of all, everyone, we have to calculate how many number of moles are there in 18 gram of water. For that simple formula, mass of water divided by its molecular weight. Molecular weight is also 18 gram per mole, है ना? So 18 gram divided by 18 gram per mole, you will get number of moles to be 1. So now we want to find out in 1 mole of water how much charge is there. So we all know this, right? In 1 mole, how many molecules will be there, everyone? बताइए. 6.03 into 10 power 23 है ना? चलो मत बताओ, ठीक है, वेट ही कर लो, अगले क्वेश्चन में कर देना आप लोग, ठीक है? So 1 mole of the like water will have 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules. अब देखते जाना. 1 molecule has this much of charge. सर अगर डेसिमल में इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर नहीं होता तो 1.6 कैसे? ओके ओके, आई विल कम टू दैट अदिति, ठीक है? तुमने कुछ और ही समझ लिया, मैं कुछ और बता रहा था तुम्हें. 1 molecule has 10 times E charge. So what about 1 mole? 1 mole will have these many molecules. So the charge on 1 mole will be how much? Sir, again you wrote on the same slide. Can you please forward? बेटा ये तो एग्जाम्पल था ना बस. दिस इज एग्जाम्पल ओनली, नो? अच्छा, एग्जाम्पल में भी सेम स्लाइड में नहीं लिखना है, ठीक है? ओके, हाँ. तो 1 mole will have how many charge? 1 molecule का charge is 10 into E into number of molecules, which is 6.022 into 10 power 23. E का value is 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19. When you solve it, क्या आंसर आएगा आपका? एक बार मुझे बता दो यार. I think 9.6 into 10 power 5 coulomb आंसर given है. Anyone got it? Anyone did it before me? किसी ने किया क्या? किया था? चलो बहुत बढ़िया। सर इट्स ओके सर, इट विल बी नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट, एक साल मैनेज किया है, कर लेंगे। अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है, समझ आया है ना। वंस अगेन बेटा सिंपल केमिस्ट्री है, इसलिए बोलता हूं कीप योर ब्रेन ओपन, ठीक है। वन मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ वाटर, how many electrons are there? Oxygen will have 8 electrons, one molecule of oxygen, and H2 will have 2 electrons. So in one molecule of water, how many electrons are there? 10 electrons. So how much charge will be there in one molecule? 10 into E. ये one molecule का हुआ. He is not asking total charge on one molecule. He is asking in 18 gram how much charge is there. 18 ग्राम मतलब 1 मोल. ये कैलकुलेशन तो आता होगा सभी को. ऑल ऑफ यू मस्ट नो दिस कैलकुलेशन, राइट? 18 gram means 1 mole of water. 1 mole means how many molecules? 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules. है ना? Avogadro's number. So if these many molecules are there, and if one molecule has this much charge, these many molecules will have how much charge? This multiplied by 10e. It's like if one banana cost you 6 rupees, then 10 bananas will cost you how much? How many rupees? 10 into 6. So that's why number of molecules into the charge on each molecule हो गया. ठीक है, टेल मी इन द पोल इफ यू गॉट इट राइट. ठीक है, बहुत अच्छे. ओके, अब अगला क्वेश्चन आपको करना है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन यू आर गोइंग टू डू इट. एस्टिमेट द टोटल अप्रोक्सीमेट नेगेटिव चार्ज प्रेजेंट in 32 gram of oxygen. And right now I'm answering this doubt of Aditi. सर अगर डेसिमल में इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसफर नहीं होता तो 1.6 कैसे? देखो बेटा अदिति, 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन has a charge of 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Now we are saying that you cannot transfer 0.5 electrons. The next thing you can transfer will be 2 electron. So if 1 electron has this much of charge, 2 electron will have twice of this. So that will be 3.2 into 10 power minus 19. We are not saying that charge cannot be in decimal. Charge is in decimal only. 1 electron ka charge is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. But the number of electrons cannot be in decimal. है ना? So the next will be 2 into electron. यानी कि 2 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Next will be 3 into E. Like that it is possible. The question that you got, it was 0.8 into 10 power minus 19. Why this is not possible? Because this much charge you get if you take 0.5 electron. See, 1 electron has this much of charge. So 0.8 when it will happen? When it is having 0.5 electron. This is not possible. Either it will be 1 electron, 2 electrons, 3 electrons, or something like that. Okay, so estimate the total approximate negative charge present in 32 grams of oxygen, and I hope you guys are actually doing it. Okay, going to start it now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, go. 。  Come on. 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . 。 。 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 . . 。 . 。 . . . 。 . We are not talking about ions in that question, right, Sahiti? We just have to take the electrons present in hydrogen and electrons present in oxygen. बस इतना सोचना है आपको. वो आयंस वाला लॉजिक मत लगाओ वहां पे, ठीक है सही थी. जस्ट लाइक हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर देयर इन हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल, हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर देयर इन ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल, बस इतना करना था. सो चलिए, लेट मी सी हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू विल बी एबल टू गिव द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. कैलकुलेशन ज्यादा था क्या? व्हाट डू यू से एवरीवन? वाओ, सबने सही आंसर दिया. संतोष, अमल, अरिनी, तेजस, तरिनी, शिवानी, तरुणी, गोकुल, उमर एंड विकास हैव करेक्ट गिवन द करेक्ट आंसर. इजी था. ओके ओके, नाइस नाइस. चलो, सो if I show you the result, 66.94% have given the correct answer. That is also very nice. I'll show you the leaderboard after some time, and I have changed the slide this time, and now I'm going to explain this. देखो simple है. Oxygen. So one oxygen molecule will have 8 electrons. So two oxygen molecules will have 16 electrons. Correct? Simple hai. O2 will have 16 electrons. So that means one molecule of oxygen will have a charge of 16 into E. That means 16 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. But we have to find out for 32 grams of oxygen. How many moles are there in 32 grams of oxygen? सर ने स्लाइड चेंज नहीं की. करा है मैंने स्लाइड चेंज. तुम लोग स्लाइड चेंज के नाम पे ना मतलब केस ठोक दो मेरे ऊपर, जेल में डाल दो मुझे. अब यही बच गया एक. ऐसा सच में सोच रहे हो क्या? अरे करा है रे बाबा स्लाइड चेंज. कमाल है. मतलब एक इंसान ने 2 बार गलती करी तो तीसरी बार भी करी होगी उसने, है ना? खैर, ठीक है ठीक है, वापस आ जाते हैं. ओके ओके, कंट्रोल उदय. वन मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन will have 16 times electron. ये सही है बिल्कुल, 16 into E. But in 32 gram of oxygen, how many moles are present? So find out number of moles. Mass of oxygen divided by molecular weight. 32 divided by molecular weight of oxygen कितना होता है बच्चों, बोलो. Molecular weight of O2 will be how much? Come on everyone. ये तो सबको पता होगा ना. 32 ही होता है. बहुत बढ़िया. So 32 gram per mole. इसका मतलब है there is only 1 mole of oxygen present. Now it is very similar, right? So 1 mole, that means the number of molecules will be 6.022 into 10 power 23. One molecule is having this much of charge, so 1 mole will have 6.022 into 10 power 23 into 16 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 charge. Solve it, you will get the answer as B. Tell me if you got it everyone. Simple है. First of all, find out one molecule में कितने electrons हैं. How many electrons are there in one molecule? Write down the charge of one molecule by number of electrons into E. Then find out whatever he has given. 32 gram means 1 mole. 1 mole means 6.022 into 10 power 23 electrons. So multiply one molecule का charge with number of molecules present. है ना? जय माता दी. चलो, बहुत अच्छे. Very nice everyone. So आगे बढ़ते हैं, है ना? How much time is left? अच्छा, these classes are of 1 hour and 45 minutes, right? Cool. 1 hour 45 minutes का class है, right? All the classes are happening like bio और सब कुछ उसी का, है ना? ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. ओके 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 ओके. चलिए, बहुत बढ़िया. आगे बढ़ते हैं, है ना? So 15 minutes more we have and we can continue the class. Properties of charge. Now it came. Actually, we have done one question already on properties of charge, but the topic is coming now. कोई नहीं, it's okay. It is scalar, first of all. Charge is scalar. Second is conservation of charge. Conservation of charge means the transfer of charge can happen from one body to other body, but the total charge in an isolated system remains exactly the same. What is the meaning of it? Let's say you talk about a system. Okay, this is an isolated system. System is just the area where our attention is focused. Say there is a body initially which is having 10 coulomb of charge. Okay, there is another body which is having, let's say, 0 charge. There is no charge on it. Say you bring them in contact, maybe they are conductors, and it happens that 5 coulomb charge gets transferred from this body to this body. So finally, how much charge will be left on this one? 5. How much charge will be left on this one? 5. Initial total charge was how much? 10 plus 0, that is 10. Final total charge is how much? 5 plus 5, that is 10. So total charge in a system cannot change. By the way, the bodies can exchange the charge, है ना? So one body can give some charge to other body, but the total charge in the system has to remain constant. That means conservation of charge. So tell me, is it clear to all of you? Simple concept, right? बहुत simple सी बात है. Let's move ahead now. Charge is quantized, that I have already explained to you, that the total charge will be n times E, where n will be equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on. 0.5 E, 1.5 E, 2.5 E, ये सब possible नहीं है. ठीक है, the fraction is not possible. But yes, E का value is already in decimal. So someone asked that doubt, right? So I'm just adding that point once again. E is already in 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. But this n can never be in fraction. वो हमेशा integral multiple of E होगा. That is always integral multiple of E, है ना? Relativistically invariant. The meaning of this is actually with relative theory से है इसका थोड़ा सा, theory of relativity से. For now, you just understand that when you change the speed comparative to speed of light, the mass actually changes. For now, this topic is not relevant for us. It is actually theory of relativity. Okay, the mass changes when you go at very high speeds. You will read this, or I will explain this to you in the topic of nuclear physics when I'm talking about radioactivity. So there, when I teach you E equal to mc square, the mass energy equivalence, then this topic will be dealt with in slightly detail. For now, you just understand that mass changes relativistically, but charge does not change. Charge does not change, or charge remains same. Okay, so that is why we say relativistically invariant. It is invariant, that means it is not at all changing. Okay. Okay, Saraswati, I'll try to unmute you at the end. No problem. How much time do we have? हाँ, थोड़ा सा और support करो, है ना? We will try to complete one more topic. How do objects acquire charge? There are actually 3 methods by which objects acquire charge. The first method is friction, है ना? The second method is conduction, and the third method is induction. So these are the 3 modes by which the charge transfer can happen. By how many modes heat transfer can happen? एक बार देखते हैं कितने लोगों को याद है. How many modes of heat transfer have you studied in class 11th, everyone? 3. वो कौन कौन से थे? Conduction, convection, and radiation, right? So those were the modes of heat transfer. We have studied that in class 11th, है ना? बहुत बढ़िया, आपको याद है, जानकर खुशी हुई. But the charge transfer can also happen in 3 modes, but it is completely different thing. Friction, conduction, induction. First one is friction, and अच्छा, कंडक्टर इंसुलेटर बाद में बताऊंगा मैं, ठीक है, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इट. ये क्विज भी हम बाद में करेंगे. दिस इज नॉट नीडेड राइट नाउ. फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू सी दिस वन. ओके, हाँ, अब देखो. इमेजिन यू हैव 2 insulators, and if you want to charge them, for example, your comb, right? Comb or scale, you rub it on the hair. So comb is an insulator, right? That is made up of plastic. It will not conduct, है ना? Sometimes when you have a danger of getting a shock from a switch, if your body is wet or the switch is wet, you generally take the plastic and you try to switch it on, right? I hope you're not taking any iron rod, है ना? Otherwise you will get the feel of life. But yeah, you take the insulating bodies so that you will be safe. So comb is also an insulator. Glass rod insulator hai. Silk cloth is an insulator. So when you have 2 insulators, and still if you want to charge them, you generally go through this method of charging, that is friction. So you rub them over each other and then they acquire charge. The explanation, how they acquire charge, why, what happens, why happens, everything has been told to you in detail already. And after doing this, when you rub them, the glass rod achieves the positive charge and the silk cloth achieves the negative charge. Now, whose mass will increase? Why only electrons are transferred? Why protons are not transferred? Why from glass rod only electron is getting transferred? Everything has been explained to you already quite beautifully. है ना? So this is done. Charging of an insulator by friction, you can say, done. Not an issue. है ना? आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज चार्जिंग ऑफ अ कंडक्टर. अब देखो, कंडक्टर के साथ ना एक एडवांटेज है. वी हैव एन एडवांटेज विद द कंडक्टर. You don't even have to rub two conductors if you want to charge them. Even if you just touch two conductors, charge transfer will happen. है ना? जैसे अभी कोरोना के लिए बोल रहे हैं, you just touch one of the infected surface and you get it. Don't touch it, okay? I'm just giving an example. A sad example, by the way. We have to be very careful about it, everyone. Don't touch any unknown surface, any metallic surfaces. Please be careful about touching any metallic surface, anything. है ना? Mask use करो, gloves use करो. Be safe, because safety is the only treatment that we have right now. But yeah, just to give an example, just like that, conductors also can transfer the charges. And yeah, because they are conductors, conductor means the charges can easily flow from one body to other body. There is a property, if you touch two conductors, right, they behave as one. ये इसका property है. If you keep two conductors in contact, they actually behave as one. इसका बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल मैं देता हूं. ह्यूमन बॉडी इज अ कंडक्टर और इंसुलेटर. क्या लगता है आपको? ह्यूमन बॉडी कंडक्टर है, इंसुलेटर है? बताइए. अरे कंडक्टर है ना? हाँ, सबको पता है. व्हाट इज दिस डायग्राम? दिस इज अ डेजर्ट कूलर. Not very famous in the coastal areas, but in North India it was very famous once upon a time. अभी भी use करते हैं आप लोग, है ना? So this is a cooler basically. In cooler, what happens? If it is made up of a metallic body, sometimes it acquires some charge on the surface, है ना? कुछ इसमें से charge आ जाते हैं, है ना? So some charges can come on the surface, and if some person comes in contact with it, what happens? He enjoys the life like anything, right everyone? मजे आते हैं जीवन के, है ना? अगर आपने इसको टच कर लिया, यू एंजॉय योर लाइफ अ लॉट. और सबको बताते भी हो, देखो ऐसा मेरे साथ हुआ था. यू हैव एंजॉयड इट, है ना? बाय द वे, आई हैव एंजॉयड दिस वंस इन माय लाइफ. डम वेज टू गेट हर्ट. या सो इफ यू सी माय हैंड केयरफुली, क्या पता मैंने बताया होगा आपको, यू विल सी दिस मार्क. ओके, दिस मार्क यू विल सी हियर. यहाँ पे छोटा सा ऐसे क्रैक सा है. सो डिड आई टेल यू अबाउट दिस मार्क? हाउ डिड इट कम? आपको बताया था या 12th ग्रेड में बताया था? I did not tell you, right? Yeah. So I generally tell when I'm teaching this topic only. So I have a elder brother, and elder brothers are generally very lethal, right? It is a creature in this world. You should be very careful from them. है ना? They can actually kill you if parents are not around. They can do anything with you. I have learned this from my life experiences. And yes, they can do anything. So what happens in our house? We have two phase of electricity. Phase of electricity matlab, in villages you will hear this quite frequently, that okay, in one of the room the lights are not glowing, in a shop or maybe in neighbor's house the light is coming, right? So that happens because they have different phases, and from the transformer sometime it happens that one of the phases gone, another phase is there, you know. And generally if you're installing an air conditioner in your house, it takes a lot of power. So you have to take a three phase connection, then only you can install the AC. This also happens. I'm just mentioning in case you know this. So there were two phases in my house of the electricity, and I was a kid of like what, 10 12 years old, you know. And the phase in which our motor was installed, through which we can lift the water to our tank, right, overhead tank, that phase was gone for like one day. Because in villages if the electricity goes, it will not come for one day, 2 day. Electricity suddenly came on one of the another phase, so which was there in our kitchen. So there we have the motor, there we have the kitchen. So my elder brother, which is the like very nice creature in this world, he thought, okay, there is no electricity in the motor in that phase, but there is electricity in our kitchen, right? He took a wire, He plugged the wire on the 3-pin socket available in the kitchen. He was in the plan of that. Other end of the wire, he asked me to hold and stand. है ना? I was just holding it. He said, okay, when I come back, I will plug it in the motor's board, and then motor will start running. Okay, I said, okay. I was singing songs here and there. I'm wondering that, okay, क्यों bore कर रहे हैं मुझे? And that guy plugged it in. He switched it on, and I started dancing like Michael Jackson. You can like remember the, I can imagine the situation, right? I was holding it like this, and you see here, right? I got this skin broken. Like I was holding it for a long time. And there was a staff in our home. He used to come for gardening and all. जिसको माली बोलते हैं, right? He came near me. He held me. He started shaking like this. And then people came. Then some intelligent people like father also exist in this world. And they are very intelligent, and they know stuff what to do. They have a lot of experience. So my father held one stick, है ना, वो लंबा सा डंडा, and then he just hit my hand, and then the wire was dropped. उसके बाद में बच पाया. Otherwise, because of my elder brother, I was just gone that day. So you should be thankful to my father that I'm sitting today here and I'm explaining electricity to all of you. But yeah, whenever I teach this topic, I remember my brother like anything, with all the negative thoughts in my mind, with all the revenge wala thoughts. But yeah, I cannot do anything. खैर, this was my short story by the way. अब आगे बढ़ जाते हैं ना. खैर, so this is how I enjoyed my life. And हाँ, उसी दिन से फिजिक्स प्यारा लगने लगा क्योंकि झटका लग गया, है ना. सो व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग इज द मोमेंट यू टच इट, राइट, जैसे आप इसको टच करते हैं, actually you are a conductor. So you become a medium between this charged object and earth. And believe me, this is a wonderful experience when you behave as a medium. Like it is opportunity of a lifetime actually, है ना. I'm getting very emotional right now. My bro was got beaten with the same stick, right? He got beaten up with the same stick जिससे मेरी लाइफ बची थी, उसी से उसकी लाइफ ली जा रही थी. But then another creature named mom came and she saved my brother, right? So end of the story. Ha. So actually when you touch things, you're actually acting as a medium. So sometimes people tell you, right, that okay, if you are doing something related to electricity, you should wear the slippers. Without slippers, if you do that, तो आपको झटके लग सकते हैं लाइफ में, है ना. So this is another mode of heat transfer by conduction. And for that you don't have to rub things, है ना. You don't even have the time to rub with the wire actually. You just have to touch it and you are gone, right? So this is another mode of heat transfer which is known as conduction. Only 2 minutes are left, तो एक काम करते हैं. Induction is left for today, है ना. Induction I'll teach you in the next class, and उसके बाद थोड़े से हमको quizzes भी करने हैं. I will just remove the remaining slides from this, है ना. ये सारे slides मैं यहाँ से हटा देता हूँ ताकि कल हम इसके quizzes आसानी से कर पाएं, and you will not get the answer for it. Okay, but हाँ, आज थोड़ा सा slow चला class. The reason is मैंने आपको बहुत चीजें बताई शुरू में, है ना, how to prepare, and I have a black screen in front of my eyes now. हाँ ठीक है, ठीक आ गया, ठीक है. So next class में मिलते हैं. We'll continue with inductors and then we'll go towards the Coulomb's law and everything. ठीक है. We don't have DC right now cause of एक सेकेंड मेरे को कुछ chats देखने को मिल रहे हैं. I really want to read them, है ना. So just we'll talk about it everyone. आपको कोई डाउट है, कुछ भी है तो you can ask me. ये चैट ही ऊपर नहीं जा रहा बट, है ना. अच्छा, आर यू सेइंग दैट यू डोंट हैव डीसी पांडे एंड यू वांट मी टू सेंड द क्वेश्चंस इन द ग्रुप? ऐसा कोई कहना चाह रहा था क्या? हाँ, ये आ गया वो वाला. मे यू प्लीज अपलोड सम एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चंस इन स्लाइड्स ओनली. आई हैव पीवाईक्यूज ओनली. ये अच्छा पॉइंट है उत्कर्ष. देखो आज तो हमने कुछ ज्यादा पढ़ा नहीं है ना. दिस इज ओनली बेसिक्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स. फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट क्लास आई विल ऐड द क्वेश्चंस इन द स्लाइड इटसेल्फ फ्रॉम द डीसी पांडे. ठीक है, ये कर दूंगा मैं आपके लिए. ठीक है, करंट आपने खा लिया, हमें पढ़ा दिया. सही है. ओके आस्था. Okay, everyone. Where is your brother? Arey, he is fine. He is doing some business, enjoying life. He is married. ठीक है, चलिए मिलते हैं. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्लास में. ओके, करंट आपने खा लिया. सही बात है अनुराग. Okay, everyone. See you soon in the next class. Bye bye, guys. Enjoy. whichever batch you are in, just enjoy your studies. Okay, don't worry about batches and all. जहां भी हो, कहीं भी हो, अपना best दो and just enjoy. Bye bye, Suman sir. So Suhasini is on the top today. Umar, Parth, Sumbul, Falak, Tarini, Vikas, Amal, Shobhit, मयंक, तेजस, खुशबू, आस्था, गायत्री एंड साक्षी. ठीक है, चलिए मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में एंड we will do some more concepts, right? Bye bye guys, good night.